Unleash the power of knowledge and connect with the heartbeat of the African diaspora. Download our African Diaspora News Channel app now on Google Play and Apple App Store. Stay informed with authentic and diverse perspectives, breaking news, and cultural insights. Immerse yourself in a community that celebrates unity, resilience, and progress. Experience the vibrancy of the diaspora at your fingertips. Don't miss out. Empower your perspective today. Search African Diaspora News Channel and join the conversation.
The US has issued a level 3 travel advisory for Jamaica. This is how people responded to that.
Not America telling people that Jamaica is a level 3 on the travel advisory. Not America telling people to exercise increased precaution when going to Jamaica. Not America telling people not to walk at night when they go to Jamaica. Not America telling people not to take public transportation when they go to Jamaica. Not America telling people to travel with travel insurances when they go to Jamaica. Not America telling people to reconsider their travel plans when they're going to Jamaica. Not America doing this in the month of Blackness. America. Now we live here, okay? And in the past few days, how many SA cases has there been in just America alone? We don't have people creating mass shootings every 3 business days, okay? Where is the travel advisory for the United States of America? Talking about be safe when you go to Jamaica. You need to be safe when you live in here, because the air we breathe in America isn't safe. The food we eat in America isn't safe. The water bottles we drink out of in America isn't safe. The formula we feed our babies in America isn't safe. Talking about it's not safe. The homicide level in Jamaica in the month of January alone is 18. How many has it been in just February 1st, 2024 alone in America? There's violence everywhere. It doesn't matter which country, there is violence everywhere. So please don't be singling out these little Caribbean countries that their tourism is top notch. Okay, because what? Nobody's going to Puerto Rico and Hawaii. So, ma'am, you mad? Yeah, we going. We not canceling our trips. We are turning up in 2024.
So I'm glad you commented, because so many people have been flooding my comments about this level 3 travel advisory that has been instituted about traveling to Jamaica. When personally, I actually feel safer living in Jamaica than I did in the US. I used to live in the city of Atlanta, Georgia. In Atlanta, if you know Atlanta, the crime is hopping there, okay? And when you call the police, they're going to show up when they feel like showing up, which is probably like an hour or 2 after the crime was committed. Before I even address this topic, I wanted to dig deeper and see like what the media was saying. But all of the US media is saying the same thing. So they must be pulling this data all from the same one resource, like, which seems kind of like sketch. But for my recommendations, if you do intend on visiting Jamaica in the near future, stay on the resort if you feel so fearful, or stay in touristy areas. Don't go beyond those touristy areas and hire a driver. That's it. That's all.
The Bahamas and Jamaica are not backing down against the US. The US has been handing out travel advisories left and right, and Jamaica and the Bahamas are over their names being dragged through the dirt. Just a quick recap, Jamaica and the Bahamas have had travel advisories for some years now. But these travel advisories have been even more amplified because of some recent crimes that have been taking place in the Bahamas and Jamaica. The Jamaican Tourism Board had a few things to say about this. They're saying that there are distinctive areas in Jamaica that have high risk for crime. So the majority of the island's tourism product remains unaffected. Overall, the crime rate against visitors to Jamaica remains extremely low at 0.01%. The board also wanted to add that the island consistently ranks among the top destinations for international travel, welcoming over 4.1 million visitors in 2023. And of that 4.1 million, 3 million of them were U.S. citizens. Before I go, let's revisit the Global Peace Index real quick, because I think you guys need to be reminded that the United States is currently at 131 on the Global Peace Index for 2023. In 2022, the US ranked around 129, 128. So the overall peacefulness of the United States is actually not getting any better. It's getting worse. So I can see where Jamaica and Bahamas are defending their name, because at the end of the day, millions of US tourists are visiting these destinations each year. And might I add, year over year over year, unaffected of any violent crimes. But hey, all I see is opportunity. Because of these travel advisories, there's probably travelers that don't want to go to Jamaica and Bahamas right now, which is cool with me because that means cheaper tickets. And I love cheap, so catch me on a beach in Jamaica.
The advisory indicated an increase in violent crime in the island country, and after that was shortly announced, Americans, especially people that were planning on going to Jamaica or people that have been to Jamaica, started making videos and commenting and responding and saying that it's not gonna happen. We're not gonna listen to this advisory because you always tell us that there's danger in these countries that look like us, and you want us to believe that anywhere in the world that is outside of the US is not safe, and we're not buying it, and we're not gonna follow this travel advisory. It was so interesting to watch this unfold on social media, because usually when the US puts a country on the travel advisory and they tell their people don't go here, don't go there, it has a huge impact on that country, especially when it comes to tourism, because not just Americans go to that travel advisory. People around the world tend to trust what the US government says about our country. So that impacts lots of countries when they do that. And they do that on purpose, sometimes just to hurt the economy of others. And we've seen it happen time and time again. There was a time that the US put a travel advisory on Ethiopia, and I remember the things that they were claiming is happening in Addis Ababa, which is the capital city, which I was located in that moment. It was so weird. People were like, what are you talking about? It was nonsense, at least in Ethiopia's case. And I've heard many countries saying the exact same thing. They do that if, let's say, they have a disagreement with the government officials, or they want to just sabotage the economy. So we've seen that happen in a lot of cases. So when this happened to Jamaica and people were not taking the US side or the government side, the government doesn't have the trust of the people anymore, and they have only themselves to blame because of all the lies they've told before and all the travel advisories that they put out on countries that were just safe. Anyways, fam, let us know down below what your thoughts are about how people responded to the US government's travel advisory. I'm Wongel Zelalem.